Get this. An entitled HOA Karen slaps me with a $5,000 fine just for hunting on my own ranch. I'm Mason, an ex-Marine, and I'm fighting back hard. Stakes rise, lies unravel. Until, boom, the law shuts her down in Texas. Don't wait any longer. Give me a like on this video before the story begins. Thank you so much. Green Valley Estates Ranch, Texas, my slice of freedom. Or so I thought. I'm Mason Holloway, 38, a cybersecurity engineer, ex-Marine, 8 years in the Corps, 5 in Seattle's tech cages. I moved here for space, my 20-acre ranch, cedar and mesquite, a place to breathe, to hunt, like my Montana granddad taught me. But Evelyn Richardson, the HOA president, had her own plans. A $5,000 fine for hunting on my own land lit a fuse I didn't know I had. She thought she owned Green Valley. Even the trails on private land, she didn't. She was wrong, and I was about to prove it. It all kicked off 6 months back. I'd settled into Green Valley, a clean-cut suburb on Ranch's edge, modern homes, big lots, backed by a forest that screamed Texas wild. The HOA fees hurt, $450 every quarter, but the agent swore it was worth it for the pristine community spaces. Pristine, sure, but run by Evelyn, a 38-year-old lawyer with a grip tighter than a barbed wire fence. I met her my second week. Her Lexus purred up my drive, dust swirling. She stepped out. 5 feet 5 inches, blonde bob sharp as a blade, designer boots glinting, a welcome basket in hand, stuffed with more bylaws than biscuits. "Mason, we're thrilled," she said, smile slick, eyes cold as a winter creek. "Read the rules. We keep things orderly." Her tone wasn't neighborly. It was a warning. I nodded. "Thanks, ma'am." Warning 1 missed. I kept my head down, paid dues on time, mowed my lawn to their exact 2.5-inch spec, skipped the HOA meetings. My neighbor, Sarah Johnson, 35, all freckles and warmth, filled me in. Evelyn's meetings are her personal courtroom. Steer clear. Sarah, a ranch wife with a heart bigger than Texas, dropped off pecan pies. She's got a rulebook obsession. "Mason, watch yourself." I planned to. My ranch was my haven. 20 acres of creek beds, deer trails, perfect for hunting. It's not just a hobby, it's focus, tradition, the quiet of lining up a shot. Since I was 10, rifle in hand, granddad's voice in my ear. "Respect the land. Mason, take only what you need." I wasn't here to cause trouble, but trouble found me. My land was prime, but a nearby 80-acre forest caught my eye. Oak and cedar, a stream cutting through, deer signs everywhere. I figured it was public until I checked county records. It belonged to Frank Williams, 83, living in Oklahoma, taxes paid, no liens. I emailed him. "Mr. Williams, I'm next to your land. Mind if I hunt? I'll keep it clean." His reply came fast. "Son, when at 50 years my boys hunted there. Go ahead, send a buck photo." Gold. I had permission, legal, clean. Well, I didn't know. Evelyn and her HOA posse treated Frank's land like their private park. Hiking trails, benches, even a Green Valley Trail sign, all without Frank say-so. They sold new folks on exclusive access to land they didn't own. November rolled in deer season. I was out before dawn, rifle slung, on my ranch's edge, near Frank's tract. The air was crisp, cedar sharp in my nose. At 8 a.m., a 6-point buck stepped into view, perfect shot. Cracked down clean. I knelt to field dress it, blood on my hands, focus tight. Then boots crunched. Voices. Evelyn stormed through the brush, 4 women in fancy yoga gear trailing, water bottles swinging. "What in God's name are you doing?" she shrieked, phone out, snapping photos like a paparazzi. Her face twisted, horror, disgust. "This is our trail land. Hunting's banned, it's savage." Her posse gasped. "The deer. Save them." I stood, wiping my knife. "Ma'am, this is my ranch, and I've got Frank Williams' permission for his land." She waved me off. "We manage these trails. You're a danger." Her eyes burned. "You'll hear from the HOA." She spun, marching off, her crew muttering, "Barbaric. Trouble incoming." I cleaned the buck. Hauled it home, unease settling. Evelyn wasn't bluffing. She had pull. 3 days later, I found an envelope taped to my door. Green Valley HOA violation notice. $5,000 fine for disruptive hunting activities on community trails. I laughed and boiled. My ranch? Their rules? No way. Frank's land? Private, not theirs. I called Sarah. Mason, Evelyn's at the feed store, painting you as a poacher, she said, voice low. She's hyping those trails as HOA perks, says they're protected. Never checked the deed. She's all bluster. I dug into the bylaws. Nothing gave them power over private land. Evelyn was out of bounds, but dangerous. I decided to face her. Next night, HOA meeting. The community center was packed, more folks than a rodeo. Evelyn sat at the head, blonde bob gleaming, navy blazer crisp, a queen on her throne. Marcus Bennett, 42, city planner, her yes man, flanked her left. 5 feet 9 inches, pale, fidgeting in a polo. Richard Cooper, 55, treasurer, sat right. 6 feet 1 inch, weather tan, looking like he'd rather be branding cattle. Jessica Parker, 40, a realtor with a hawk's glare, stood in the crowd, her notepad ready for infractions. Mr. Holloway, Evelyn purred, voice honey over steel. Care to explain your violent antics on our trails? Faces turned, whispers rippled. I stood, folder in hand. Happy to, Evelyn. I hunted legally on my 20-acre ranch, valid permit. For the adjacent land, I've got written consent from Frank Williams, the owner. I slid copies across the table, my license, Frank's email. Your bylaws don't touch private property. No jurisdiction, no fine. Silence hit hard. Richard picked up the papers, frowning. He's got a point, Evelyn, this ain't our land. Her smile tightened. Those trails are Green Valleys. We've used them 10 years, they're ours. Marcus jumped in. Guns by our kids? That's a safety risk. Jessica leaped up. My boys can't play now, he's armed in the woods. The room buzzed fear, anger. I held ground. Hunting's seasonal. I follow safety rules. Check the law. Evelyn called Officer Mike Davis, 45, a Green Valley cop. 6 feet 0 inches, broad, badge shining. He read my papers. He's legal. No trespassing violation. This is civil, not criminal. Evelyn's eyes flashed. It's about standards, Mike. Our community bans this. The fine stands. She leaned forward. Pay in 30 days, Mason, or we lean your ranch. I met her stare. Get a real lawyer. Evelyn, you're overreaching. Her jaw twitched, game on. At home, I found an HOA flyer on my truck. Green Valley Trails, Frank's 80 acres mapped as theirs, no mention of private ownership. My gut churned, this wasn't just a fine. Evelyn thought she owned everything, even what wasn't hers. I called Frank. They're hiking your land, building benches, no permission. He sighed. News to me, son. Taxes are bleeding me. Might sell. A spark lit. Frank, what's your price? He paused. $8,000,000 medical bills. I countered. $7,500,000. His voice softened. Deal. The fuse was lit. Evelyn had no idea what was coming. The Texas sun was barely up, but Evelyn Richardson's $5,000 fine for hunting on my ranch kept me awake all night. That HOA notice, taped to my door like a wanted poster, said otherwise they claimed I disrupted their trails. Problem was, those trails weren't theirs. They were on Frank Williams' 80-acre forest, private land I had permission to hunt. Evelyn thought she owned Green Valley, but I was about to dig into a secret that'd turn her world upside down. That morning, I sat on my porch, coffee steaming, laptop glowing. The HOA flyer I'd found last night stared back. Green Valley Trails, Frank's land mapped out like their backyard. No mention it was private. My gut churned, this wasn't a mistake. Evelyn was selling a lie, hyping exclusive access to land she didn't control. I called Frank again. Mr. Williams, you know the HOA's hiking your land? Trails, benches, signs, all without your okay. His voice crackled. What? Nobody asked me. Been paying taxes on that place 50 years. They got no right. He sounded tired. Bills are piling. Mason, $750,000. It's yours. I lean back. Let's talk terms, Frank. I needed proof, so I hit the county records online. Frank's deed was clean. 80 acres, his since 73, no easements, no HOA claims. Then I found it, a Green Valley HOA website, boasting community trails with photos of Evelyn's crew posing by a scenic overlook bench on Frank's land. No permits, no evidence. I screenshot everything, my Marine training kicking in, gather intel, plan to strike. Sarah Johnson, my neighbor, texted, Mason, Evelyn's at the diner, saying you scared kids with your rifle. Folks are rattled. I frowned. She's spinning lies. Sarah, those trails aren't hers. She replied, check her emails if you can. She's sloppy with Wi-Fi. Sarah was right. Evelyn's network, Green Valley Queen, was wide open, password HOLAS1. Amateur. I slipped in. Her emails were a goldmine. One to Marcus Bennett, her HOA sidekick. Push the trail violation. Holloway needs pressure. Another to Daniel Thompson, a city council guy. Need those park permits fast. Call it community benefit. Park? I dug deeper. A draft flyer for Evelyn Richardson Nature Park on Frank's land. Renderings of paths, picnic tables, a sign with her name in stone. No mention of Frank or his deed. My jaw clenched. She was planning to steal it, with HOA dues and lies. I called Amanda Lewis, a real estate lawyer recommended by a work buddy Sharp, no nonsense, her office in downtown Ranch. I emailed her the flyer, emails deed. Amanda, the HOA's building a park on private land, no permission. She replied fast. This is wild. Mason, no adverse possession here. They didn't pay taxes or get Frank's consent. It's fraud if they're fundraising. I grinned. I'm buying the land, $750,000. Can you make it airtight? Her voice was firm. I'm on it, but expect pushback. Evelyn's connected. Evelyn's next move hit quick. Wednesday, my mailbox was spray painted. Poacher. My truck's tires got nails, 2 flats. I checked my trail cam's grainy footage of a figure in a hoodie, too dark to ID. Her goons. I muttered, patching the tires. Sarah stopped by. Mason, Evelyn's telling folks you're a dangerous element. Even spooked my kid's teacher. I showed her the emails. She's not just bullying, she's scamming. Sarah's eyes widened. That park? They're selling $1,000 raffle tickets for it. My husband got one. I nodded. Keep that ticket evidence. Another HOA notice arrived, $200 for improper trash can storage. My cans were fine, tucked by the barn per rules. I filed it with Amanda. She's piling on, trying to break me. Amanda's reply was calm. Document it all. We close the land deal next week. I walked Frank's land that evening, cedar thick, trails worn by years of HOA boots. A wooden bench had Green Valley Pride carved. No permit, no right. I snapped photos, then saw it. A sign. Future site. Evelyn Richardson Nature Park. My blood boiled. Her ego was carving up Frank's legacy. I emailed Frank the photos. They're claiming your land. Frank, you okay with me shutting this down? His reply was short. Do it, son. Nobody steals from a Williams. I started paperwork with Amanda, $750,000, my savings and granddad's inheritance. Steep, but worth it to spike Evelyn's wheels. Meanwhile, Green Valley turned cold. Neighbors I'd waved to now dodged my eyes at the feed store. A note on my fence read, Animal killer, leave. Sarah called. Evelyn's hosting trail safety talks, says you're a threat. Marcus is nodding along. And Jessica Parker's reporting suspicious trucks. Yours. HOA newsletter hit email. Protect our trails, with a photo of Evelyn, arms crossed by her sign. It begged donations. Save our par from outsiders. Outsider? I live here 6 months, paid their dues. I forwarded it to Amanda. They're fundraising on a lie. She replied, perfect, this strengthens our case. Stay quiet till the deed's yours. I did, but Evelyn didn't. Saturday, my gate was egged, kids probably egged on by her lies. I cleaned it, then check her emails again. A bombshell to Trevor Adams, her husband, at Green Vision Consulting. Invoiced $10,000 for park sketches. Rush it. Sketches for a park she couldn't build on land she didn't own. I called Sarah. Evelyn's paying Trevor's firm HOA money for fake plans. She gasped. That's why dues keep rising. My cousin saw Trevor surveying the land. Thought it was legit. I frowned. Give me his firm's name. Green Vision, right? She confirmed. Yeah, and Marcus' sister's tied to it. I searched. Green Vision Consulting, owned by Trevor and Patricia Bennett. No other clients, just HOA cash. My pulse raced. This wasn't just overreach. It was a scam. Monday, I met Amanda at her office, wood-paneled, smelling of leather and coffee. She spread the emails. Mason, this is fraud, soliciting funds for a park they can't build, funneling it to Trevor. We'll nail them after the sale. I nodded. Frank's signing tomorrow. Then what? She smiled. You own the land, you call the shots. Cease their trails, let Evelyn dig her hole. I left, resolve hard. Evelyn thought she had me cornered. She was wrong. That night, another notice, $300 for unauthorized parking, my truck in my own drive. I laughed. She's desperate. Sarah texted, emergency HOA meeting tomorrow. Evelyn's pushing a trail defense fund. I stared at Frank's land through my window, dark, silent, mine soon. Evelyn's kingdom was built on sand, and I was bringing the tide. Tuesday morning, I sat in my study, the deed to Frank's 80 acres on my desk, ink fresh. Amanda Lewis, my lawyer, had expedited it, every clause airtight. I drained my savings and granddad's inheritance, a steep price, but worth it to stop Evelyn's scam. Her emails, hacked from Green Valley Queen, showed her funneling HOA dues to her husband Trevor's Green Vision Consulting, $10,000 for fake park sketches on land she didn't own. I called Amanda. Deed's mine, what's next? Her voice was steady. Confront her. Mason, show the deed. Demand they clear out. Document her reaction. Evelyn didn't wait. 9 a.m., my doorbell rang. She stood on my porch, blonde bob perfect, blue blazer crisp, Marcus Bennett behind her, clutching a leather folder. Mason, she said, voice sharp, time to settle your fines. $5,700 with late fees. Marcus nodded, arms crossed, his polo straining. I smiled. Come inside, got something to show you. They hesitated. Her eyes narrowed, but she strode in, Marcus trailing. In my living room, I slid the deed across the table. As of yesterday, I own the 80 acres, your trails, benches, signs, all the legal. Remove them in 7 days. I added Amanda's cease and desist letter. Stop your park fundraising. It's fraud. Evelyn's face drained. She snatched the deed, flipping pages. Marcus peered over, paling. This can't be right. Evelyn's voice shook. We've used those trails for years. We have rights. I leaned forward. No taxes paid, no permission from Frank Williams, no adverse possession. You're trespassing. Her jaw tightened. The community depends on those trails. You're an outsider. You don't get it. Marcus stammered. Evelyn, we should talk to a lawyer, she glared. This changes nothing. The board's behind me. I stayed calm. Take it to court. The law's with me. She stood, papers shaking. You'll regret this, Mason. They stormed out, her heels clicking like gunfire. By noon, Sarah Johnson texted, emergency HOA meeting tonight. Evelyn's livid. I grinned. She's rattled. Sarah, keep me posted. I ordered no trespassing signs, metal, bold, set for delivery tomorrow. My trail cams were ready. I knew Evelyn's crew would hit back. That afternoon, I walked the 80-acre cedar-thick trails packed hard by HOA boots. A sign read, Evelyn Richardson Nature Park, coming soon. I snapped photos, evidence piling. A bench, carved with Green Valley pride, sat unpermitted. I marked it for removal. My land, my rules. Evelyn's harassment spiked. Wednesday, my fence was spray-painted. Leave, Hunter. I checked my cams. Marcus, hoodie up, at 1 a.m., yanking a signpost. I saved the footage. Gotcha, Marcus. Sarah called. Evelyn's at the feed store, saying you stole the trails. Folks are split. I frowned. Split how? She sighed. Some by her community, spiel, others smell a rat. Jessica Parker's pushing safety concerns, says you're armed and reckless. I laughed. Let him talk. Truth's coming. I met Emily Chun, a local reporter, at the diner, sharp-eyed, notepad ready. Mason, heard you're feuding with the HOA. What's up? I handed her the deed, emails, flyer. They're using private land without permission, planning a park with no rights. Fundraising's a sham. Her eyes widened. This is big, can I quote you? I nodded. Stick to facts, it's all there. She scribbled. Evelyn's got clout, but this could break her. I left, pulse steady, the story was spreading. Another HOA notice hit, $300 for unauthorized vehicle. My truck, parked legally. I filed it with Amanda. She's desperate. Amanda replied. She's burying herself. Keep quiet till Emily's article drops. I checked Evelyn's emails, a new one to Trevor. Double the Green Vision invoice, $20,000. We need cash. My gut twisted, they were bleeding the HOA dry. I forwarded it to Amanda. Embezzlement. She texted. Close, we need bank records. HOA newsletter screamed. Save our trails, with Evelyn's photo, arms crossed by her park sign. It begged $1,000 donations. Protect our legacy from outsiders. I snorted. Outsider? I'm the owner. Sarah texted. Meeting's a circus. Evelyn's pushing a trail defense fund. Marcus is sweating. I replied, watch Richard Cooper. He's shaky. Richard, the treasurer, had looked uneasy last meeting, maybe a weak link. That night, my gate was egged again, kids, egged on by Evelyn's lies. I cleaned it, then saw headlights. A truck slowed. Jessica Parker, snapping photos of my ranch. Spying Jess. I muttered, waving. She sped off. Sarah called. Evelyn's with Daniel Thompson, city council, pushing park permits. I frowned. He's dirty, she whispered. Maybe they're tight. I dug into Daniel's campaign, $5,000 from Evelyn's firm. Bingo bought and paid. I told Amanda. She replied, file a public records request, get those permits. Saturday, I installed signs. Private property, no trespassing. By evening, half were gone. My cams caught Marcus and Jessica ripping them down. I saved the clips. Keep digging your hole. I emailed Frank. Land's mine, signs up. HOA's fighting dirty. He replied, give him hell. Son, nobody steals from a Williams. I grinned. Frank's spirit was in this fight. Evelyn's next email hit to Marcus. Plan a trail walk, mass protest. Holloway won't stop us. I leaned back. Protest? On my land. My marine instincts hummed. Let her charge, set the trap. Amanda texted. Emily's article drops tomorrow. Brace for impact. I looked out. My ranch quiet. Frank's forest dark. Evelyn thought she was untouchable, but I held the deed. Her trails were history, and her lies were next. Emily Chin's article hit the Ranch Chronicle. HOA fraud? Green Valley trails on private land. My phone buzzed. Sarah Johnson's text. Mason, it's everywhere. Folks are pissed. Emily laid it bare. Evelyn's Park, named after herself, funded by $75,000 in HOA dues, built on Frank's land without a shred of permission. I'd given her the deed, emails, and fundraiser flyers, plus trail cam clips of Marcus Bennett yanking my no trespassing signs. The article quoted me. The HOA's been lying. Those trails are mine. Evelyn's empire wobbled, and she fought dirty. By noon, my mailbox was stuffed. Another HOA notice, $500 for defacing community aesthetics. My signs legal and bold. I laughed. She's flailing. Amanda Lewis, my lawyer, called. Mason, Emily's piece is gold. Public pressure's mounting. File for those HOA financials now. I did. Public records request, targeting the park fund. Evelyn's emails, still open on Green Valley Queen, showed panic to Trevor Adams, her husband. Kill the park permits. Holloway's got the deed. Too late. I had more. An invoice, $20,000 to Green Vision Consulting, Trevor's firm, for trail planning on my land. Sarah stopped by, her freckled face tense. Evelyn's holding a trail defense meeting tonight, pushing a protest walk on your land. I grinned. Let her try. I'm ready. I'd applied for wildlife reserve status, permits pending, tax breaks locked. My fence was up, barbed wire, signs every 50 feet. Trail cams hummed, any trespassers caught. Amanda texted, protests illegal, alert the sheriff. I called Detective Alex Morgan, financial crimes. Evelyn's planning a mass trespass. Saturday, my land. His voice was grim. We'll be there. Keep your cams rolling. My truck's windshield was cracked, a rock nearby. Cam showed Jessica Parker's SUV idling at 3 a.m. No face, but her license plate gleamed. I sent it to Amanda. Add it to the pile. Sarah texted, Jessica's at the school, saying you're scaring kids. Evelyn's stirring parents. I growled. She's desperate. Losing control. Emily's article spread. Hashtag Green Valley Scam trended locally. Neighbors knocked. John Peterson, grizzled, retired banker, donated $5,000 to that park. Where's my money? I showed him Trevor's invoice. Ask Evelyn. His jaw clenched. She's done. I met Nancy Roberts, HOA secretary, nervous, at a diner outside ranch. Evelyn's watching everyone, she whispered, sliding a flash drive. Bank records, $68,000 to Green Vision. No bids, just Trevor and Marcus' sister, Patricia. Her voice shook. Evelyn threatened my job. Her firm's tied to the school board. I took the drive. You're brave. Nancy, this ends it. Back home, I cracked the files, payments to Green Vision, vague consulting, $68,000 from the park fund, dues John and others paid. I emailed Morgan. Embezzlement. He replied, dead on, we're building a case. Evelyn's protest plan leaked, a flyer, reclaim our trails. Saturday, 8 a.m., my land. Bring kids, cameras, show Holloway he can't steal. Steal? I owned it. I reinforced the fence, added a gate, legal kiosk with reserve papers. Sarah called. Evelyn's with Daniel Thompson. City Council's stalling your permits. I checked Daniel's donors. $5,000 from Evelyn's firm. But I told Amanda. She replied, file a complaint, ethics violation. I did. Daniel's name was mud by dusk. Another notice, $400 for unapproved fencing. I filed it. Evelyn's out of tricks. My cams caught Marcus again, spray painting trails hours on my gate. I sent it to Morgan. Trespassing, vandalism, charge him. He texted, soon we're close. Emily's follow-up piece dropped. HOA funds funneled to Board's family. It named Trevor, Patricia, $68,000 exposed. Green Valley buzzed. Text from Sarah. Meetings packed. Folks want answers. I went the community center overflowed, voices loud. Evelyn stood at the podium, blazer perfect, but her eyes were tight. We're under attack, she declared. Mason Holloway's lies threaten our trails. Marcus nodded, sweating in his polo. Trevor, silent, sketch park plans on a screen. Evelyn Richardson Nature Park, our legacy. The crowd split, some clapped, others shouted. Where's our money? John Peterson stood. I gave $5,000, why's Trevor's firm cashing it? Evelyn faltered. All approved, quality work. Richard Cooper, treasurer, shifted. Evelyn, those invoices weren't vetted. Murmurs grew. Her story cracked. I stood. The land's mine, deeds public. Your part's a fraud. $68,000 to Trevor's firm. No bids. That's not community, it's theft. The room erupted. Resign. Show the books. Evelyn slammed the podium. This is slander. Holloway's an outsider. He'll ruin us. Nancy Roberts stood, trembling. It's true. I saw the transfers. Evelyn bypassed the board. Gasps. Marcus sank in his chair. Trevor glared. Lies. Evelyn's voice broke. You'll regret this, Mason. I'll sue. She stormed out. Trevor and Marcus scrambled after. Morgan called. Bank records confirm $68,000 to Green Vision, one client, the HOA. We're interviewing Richard tomorrow. I grinned. Evelyn's done. He cautioned. Not yet. Her protest tomorrow. Stay sharp. I prepped, gate locked. Cams live, sheriff on speed dial. Sarah texted. Cynthia Miller's calling for an audit. Evelyn's losing allies. Cynthia, once Evelyn's friend, was flipping. The tide was turning. Dawn. 7 a.m. I stood at my gate. Amanda beside me, camera ready. Evelyn arrived, new hiking gear, stick in hand, leading 30 folks, signs waving, trails for all. She posed for cameras. Holloway's stealing our rights. 3 patrol cars rolled up. Morgan stepped out. This land's private. Trespassing's a crime. Disperse. Evelyn's face reddened. These trails are ours. Morgan eyed her. Mrs. Richardson, organizing this is evidence. Step back. Marcus backed away. I'm out. Neighbors drifted off. Kids tugged parents. Evelyn screamed. You're abandoning me? Her diehards wavered, then left under Morgan's stare. Evelyn glared at me. This isn't over. Her voice was venom, but hollow. I met her eyes. It's my land, Evelyn. Law says so. She stormed to her Lexus salon. Sarah ran up. Mason, you did it. I shook my head. Not yet, but close. Morgan nodded. We're moving on the financials. Stay ready. The gate stood firm. My land, my fight. Evelyn's lies were unraveling, and Green Valley was waking up. I walked my land at dawn, cedar thick, new signs bold. Private Wildlife Reserve, no trespassing. The gate stood firm, a kiosk displaying permits, legal locked. Sarah Johnson called. Mason, John Peterson wants his $5,000 back. Cynthia Miller's demanding an audit. I grinned. Evelyn's losing. How's the town? Sarah's voice sparked. Split, some still by her act, but most smell a scam. Jessica Parker's quiet now. My trail cams were clean. No vandals since Marcus Bennett's sign snatching. Evelyn's crew was rattled. Perfect. Emily Chin's second Ranch Chronicle article landed. Green Valley HOA fraud. $68,000 misused. It named Trevor Adams, Marcus' sister Patricia, bank records bare. Hashtag Green Valley scam spread. Ranchers from Lubbock to San Angelo swapped HOA horror stories. My inbox buzzed. Hero Mason. Bury her. I sent it to Amanda Lewis, my lawyer. Enough. She replied. Federal level. Morgan's on it. Detective Alex Morgan texted. Richard Cooper's talking $68,000 to Green Vision, Trevor's firm. Charges coming. I replied. Evelyn's next? He wrote. She's cornered, lawyered up. The HOA board fractured. Nancy Roberts quit, leaking emails of Evelyn dodging votes for Green Vision payments. Richard Cooper bailed too. She fooled me, he told the Chronicle, face flushed at the feed store. Cynthia Miller called a snap meeting. New leadership now? Evelyn posted online. Holloway's lies won't stop us. Comments shredded her. Show the money. Step down. Sarah texted. She's suing everyone, desperate. I laughed. Her cash is gone. Let her try. I met Morgan at the sheriff's office, coffee bitter, walls lined with wanted posters. He spread records. $68,000 to Green Vision, $20,000 for sketches, $48,000 for nothing. One client, the HOA. I nodded. Fraud. He confirmed. And embezzlement. They knew the park was illegal. District Attorney William Hayes joined. Crisp suit, voice clipped. Charging Evelyn, Trevor, Patricia, wire fraud, misappropriation. Your docs did it, Mason. I leaned back. Next step, Hayes said. Arrest soon, stay clear. I agreed. My ranch was safe. The fight nearly won. Arrests hit fast. Morgan's team nabbed Evelyn at Marcus' house, Trevor and Patricia at their office. The Chronicle blared. HOA fraud bust. Evelyn's mugshot went viral, blonde bob frayed, eyes empty. Hashtag Green Valley scam hit national news. TV crews swarmed ranch. I stayed on my porch. Sarah brought pie. You rewrote Green Valley, Mason. I shrugged. Just wanted my land. She grinned. Got more at town. The community center meeting was electric, packed, voices raw. Cynthia stood. Evelyn's board is gone. Vote now. Sarah was nominated, her freckled face steady. Community, not control. She said elected interim president, 85% vote. Evelyn didn't show. Marcus muttered. I was misled. Jessica Parker slipped out, silent. I started the trail. 10 acres, surveyed, permitted. I named it Frank Williams Memorial Trail, a plaque planned. For Frank, who trusted the land. Neighbors pitched in. John hauled gravel. Cynthia cleared mesquite. This is real, John said, dusty. Not Evelyn's scam. I hunted my ranch that evening, 6-point buck, clean shot. No fines, just peace, respect. Sarah texted. Audit's done, $100,000 total gone, with fees. Evelyn's paying. I replied. Scholarship fund, ethics. She sent a heart. Genius. The feds closed in. Evelyn, Trevor, Patricia took pleas. Probation, $100,000 repaid. Banned from HOAs for a decade. Their house sold. They slunk to a no HOA condo in Lubbock. Poetic, I told Amanda, her office smelling of leather. She smiled. You saved Green Valley proud. I locked in reserve status. Tax breaks set. Land secure. Sarah's HOA/dues, $300 quarterly. For real parks, transparent books. No more secrets, she vowed at the next meeting. 60 nodded, relieved. The trail opened. 50 neighbors came. Kids raced. Elders strolled. Sarah unveiled the plaque. Frank Williams, 1942-2025. His land, our lesson. I spoke. This is us, law, land, trust. Cheers rang. Jessica clapped, eyes down. Marcus was gone. Skipped town, Sarah said. Daniel Thompson quit the council. His $5,000 from Evelyn's firm exposed. Green Valley shed its chains. No more Evelyn's rules. I met Nancy at the diner. She was calm, free. Thanks, Mason. You broke her hold. I nodded. Your records did it. We're square. She laughed. Still hunting? I grinned. Every season, neighbors bring sides. John Peterson fixed my fence. No charge. His $5,000 was back. He gave it to the trail. Cynthia's barbecue drew 70, grill smoked. Laughter loud under oaks. I posted pics. Hashtag Frank Williams Trail trended. This is community, comments read. Morton called. Case shut. Feds are impressed. Sheriff's office next. I chuckled. I'll stick to code and my rifle. He laughed. Ranch owes you, Mason. I walked my land at dusk. Mesquite gold, stream glinting. My ranch was mine. Frank's forest, our legacy. The $100,000 funded a scholarship. Green Valley Ethics Award for kids learning right from wrong. Sarah's board voted it through. Your call, Mason, spot on, she said. A TV crew filmed the trail. Texas rancher stops HOA scam. I waved them to Sarah. She's the future. Neighbors rebuilt my gate. No more vandals. John teased. I hunted again, buck down, shared venison with Cynthia's kids. Green Valley wasn't Evelyn's fiefdom. It was home. Her find sparked this. We won. Ranch stood strong, trails open, truth clear. Huge thanks for joining me on this showdown. Evelyn never saw it coming. If you loved seeing justice served, smash that like button and drop a comment. Got your own HOA saga? Let's hear it.